lot of props on defense before or right after the spring phase. And I wasn't quite ready to do that. You know ball. He's definitely an elite defender on that side of the ball, too.
And he's so efficient, too. A lot of times, if you look at Zen's final stats, he'll end up like 700 points. And he ends up with 2 goals. They only shoot the ball about 2-3 times. It's just efficient. It's clinical. He sits back there, controls the whole entire pace, and that's why they're so great.
And here's the thing. We have errors in Rocket League. We started out with the Pranovi error and flip side. Move on to just some EU powerhouses, maybe a Dignitas error. Then some NA. Then we move on to the online era. Then it's the open era. Well, guys, we're in the Zen era at this point. He wins the World Championship in his first split. Perfect. He gets the MVP as well. #1 player in the world, no question.
I just gotta say something, man. He patented that move. Swisher used to bring up all the moves, a reset, and then the off the spin with. He patented that pitch goal into the net. He's got it perfected.
It was incredible. We're in the Zen game now.
The Zen game.
That was
The
like
Zen game.
That was good.
That one's gonna stick around. All right, folks. It's been 2 weeks of competition, and there's been many spectacular moments, and we got one guy who takes care of these top 10s for us. Where is Mr. Rogers? So we could have.
What's going on?
He's literally behind
Wild things happening. Hi.
Hello.
How did he guess it too, by the way?
No, not too good.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We're going to talk a little bit because, folks, it's been a long season. The Grand Finals just concluded, and we got some plays to get through. We're looking at the entire show here for the last 2 weeks, so without further ado, let's do it. Let's get into our top 10. The top 10 of the entire World Championship. Let's roll. Number 10 started off today. We saw this earlier in our show. It was LJ who stabilized through the corner. A nice job in Game 5 of SCP versus Rule 1. This was just a phenomenal effort through the corner. LJ, again, deserving of that medal. He was sensational this weekend. One of the best performances personally we have seen at a World Championship now. I think so much. Here we go. Of course, it was Liquid versus Complexity that started off.
number
Really
9.
the height.
How's it number 9?
Oski just carried it down the field because we had a really great tournament.
All right.
And all the way down the field from the back wall, you get the reset, you get the juggle, the demo in the net that does help, but really Liquid stepped up in prime time and showed the world that they're the real deal. And so was Oars, number 8. Juicy. What can you possibly say about this young one? The newest addition of Royce, really a big testament to this season, how incredible he was to step up for not only the roster, but when the original Moist Dynasty left, questions were left on Juicy's shoulders, and he absolutely stood up and stood tall in the biggest of stages. Juicy, phenomenal goal, now at number 7. Rise, this was just a prediction for the ages. I know it's a bit cheeky, but it went against Carmine. It was a big matchup, Turtle on the Flyers. You're trying to tell me that reset's tough? It is, and it gets even better. Now to
Juicy again.
Look, Juicy was phenomenal. He's everywhere this weekend, carries it down the field, finds the dunk as well. This was all about dominating FaZe. And FaZe had a lot of questions coming into this World Championship, and Juicy basically cheated and answered all the questions. Here we go to number 5. Let's hear up the double reset to get going. This was just a slot, perfect placement, perfect setup. Vatira, of course, defensive MVP, but more importantly, the tip of the spear for the offensive Carmine, a bright star in this Rocket League world that we will be seeing for a long time. Now to number 4, it was a passing play, something we haven't really seen since Charles X. It's been a while, and it's been awesome. I'm so glad we have eliminated the meta of finding a teammate. But here we go. It's the last one. Absolutely love it. Now to number 3, our top 3, Chicago. One of the best double taps I have ever seen in my life. One of the best goals you will ever see at a World Championship in your time watching this sport. Fantastic job from Chicago. He looks like he's back to season 7 form. I hope they have a great season coming up. Now to number 2, Zen. He did it today. This was the goal. This was the opportunity for Zen to see his claim as the best in the world. The absolute perfect moment for Zen to show that he was the #1 player against the #1 opponent. Zen stepped up in prime time. He is that guy. And to number 1, the moment we waited for in 2023, the absolute best of the best. It all came down to this, and Vitality secured the dream. 2 back-to-back major championships, 3 regional championships to boot, all within the span of around 2-3 months. Absolutely insane.
I just want to say one thing. Spaceman top 10 all year. That's just fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you.
Also, if you want to hit a top 10 clip, play against FaZe. They were in a lot. They were in 3 of these.
Absolutely.
2 of them were the Juicy.
Yeah.
2 clips of the top 10 of the whole of
They were. There was a lot of them. But Vitality, it's okay.
Go back to nap.
Take a nap.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Spaceman, for that work there. And what